I'm sorry to break the news to you guys, but life doesn't pause just because you have moved away. Just because you have left the UK and you live in Italy now, just because you've left America and you live in Italy now, it doesn't mean that life is paused. Life is still going on and things are changing. Things are changing in your home country. By the way, if you're new here, my name is Rebeah and I moved from Manchester, UK to Italy somewhat years ago. And in this video, I want to talk about long term, what happens long term, things I didn't know and things I didn't think about in enough detail. I first moved to Italy almost 10 years ago now, maybe 9 years ago. I was highly focused on building my life here, setting up home, learning languages, all the exciting things that can happen, all the excitement things and hard things that happens when moving to a different country. But I mean, with time and as time goes on, 5 years, 10 years later, things start to change, and things definitely start to change back home because we are all aging and things are happening. And with time, this is life, things change. And what I have found is that it's been a little bit of a challenge to try to have my mind here and have my mind there. Let's talk about some of the points and some of the things that actually I have noticed that I've changed, or I have struggled to deal with, or I'm struggling to deal with. Let's look at aging parents, or even family changes. This one I definitely think is a big one, and I believe that everybody really does need to look into this and think about this hard, because it's definitely one of the things that does come up. I'm in my 30s, I'm almost 40 years old now, my late 30s, and I've had, some years now, or I moved to Italy when I was in my 30s, so I've had some time where I didn't have to think in depth too much about aging parents. But now my mom, she's getting to an age where she's getting on a little bit. Sorry, mom. She's getting on a little bit, and it's hard not to think about the future. What's crazy now is that you don't see the gradual changes over time. For example, if you see your mom once a week, twice a week, or you see your mom every day, you don't notice the gradual changes. But when you spend 6 months, 1 year apart from your family, or from your mother or your parents, 1 year, 2 years, when you see them, it's just like, wow, you can see the difference in their age. It's not gradual. You definitely can see. You can see it all. It hits you all at once that okay, they're aging. They might start to move a little bit different, walk a little bit slower, and it does hit you. It does provoke some type of emotion that you're not there to see your parents aging. Another point is illness for either yourself or for a family member, and this is a big one. I'm somebody that has had my struggles with health issues, chronic health issues, and it's not easy for somebody to come in here and stay with me. For example, if I have surgery, it's difficult, for example, for my mom or for my sister to leave everything to come here for me. They have their own lives to come here, help me, look after me, and vice versa. If something happens to them, or something happens to one of my siblings, it's difficult for me to say, okay, let me drop everything and go there to help them. Maybe if it's a short stay, or maybe they're in hospital for a week, or 2 weeks or something like that. Even 2 weeks is a long time if you work and if you have children and if you have responsibilities. So you've got to think about these type of things. Long-term sicknesses, what happens, what would be your role in that, how can you help? And so that's definitely something to think about. It definitely can leave you feeling helpless. I know for myself, it's definitely left me feeling helpless, frustrated, because you have to rely on other people, for example, to give you for example, somebody's sick. Like not so long ago, my brother was in hospital and he wasn't feeling too good. I had to rely, he's okay now, Thank you, Jesus. I had to rely on other people to give me updates on him, and I didn't know when to go to the UK, when not to go. Should I go? Should I not go? If I go at the beginning, if I go here, is it a good time? But if I go there, it's just a lot. It's a lot to think about, guys. Honestly. Also, sometimes there's a sense of guilt. It's like, should I be here? Oh, should I do la 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 la? Guilt can happen. So yeah, it can be difficult to organize yourself when these type of instances happen in life, and they do happen. So I wouldn't say worry about it, but it's just something that it's worth thinking about, giving some thought about it before moving forward or moving on, and just think about it so it doesn't hit you. You know, you're going to feel some types of emotions being away from your family, especially if something is wrong or if they're not in the best of health. The next point I want to talk about is identity split. This one is it's hard to kind of put your finger on it. It's hard to verbalize it. So basically, you build a life in a new country, in a new place, but you have history in another place. You have family, you have history in another place, and that family and the history also depends on how you view the place as well. You could view the place positively or negatively depending on your experience in that place. That's another one. And for me, I don't really feel like, okay, this is my place and this is my place. And so that's something that you might feel or you might come across too, but I do believe it's normal. And in 5 years' time, if I'm still making YouTube videos, I'll let you know if this feeling subsides or if it's a different type of feeling or I feel something else. I will let you know. From having discussions with different expats and different people at all different ages or different points in their life, I think the hardest part of moving abroad, after the novelty wears off, after of course the bureaucracy and the paperwork and learning the language, I think the strongest pull is the emotional distance between you and your loved ones, and that doesn't necessarily go away. I think you just have to learn to handle it and to manage it and to deal with it. I think at some point everybody questions whether they should move back, or most people question whether they should move back or move closer to their loved ones because of the emotional distance and because of these factors that can happen. And especially if something urgent happens, something life-changing happens to somebody abroad or back home, it can make you question everything. So I think at some point most people think about moving for that reason and moving back for that reason. I wrote down this in my notes: you choose your life and you also choose what that choice means. That choice entails many things. Doesn't mean it's the wrong choice. I still choose this life, but I understand it more now. I definitely understand it more now. Well, thank you all for watching this video. I'm so rusty at doing these sit-down videos now. Give me some grace. If you can relate to any of these points, drop something down in the comment section below. And please remember to like and subscribe. And thank you all for watching. Ciao.